Faculty of Business and Management, University Technology Mara, and all our distinguished guests. It gives me great pleasure to welcome everyone to the very first international conference organized by the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, or MACFEA, and the Faculty of Business and Management, UiTM. Most notably, we welcome Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation, Faculty of Business and Management, University Technology Mara. Yang Berbahagia Datuk Aslan Syarif, Chief Strategy Officer, FBM Bank Berhad. Yang Berusaha Encik Muhammad Nazir bin Abu Bakar, Head Wealth Management, MBSB Bank Berhad. Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ahmad Hariza Hashim, President of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, and Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Farida Haji Hassan, Advisor, the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite all of you to please stand for the national anthem.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma ghfir lana dhunubana wa liwalidayna warhamhum kama rabbawna shighara wa li jami'il muslimina wal muslimat wal mu'minina wal mu'minat al ahya'i minhum wal amwat bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sesungguhnya kami berhimpun pada majlis MACFEA FBM UiTM International Conference 2022 pada hari ini bagi menyatakan kesyukuran di atas kurniaan-Mu yang tidak ternilai. Jadikanlah kami semua sebagai hamba-hamba-Mu yang sentiasa bersyukur sama ada dengan nikmat yang sedikit, lebih-lebih lagi dengan nikmat yang melimpah ruah kepada kami. Ya Hayyu, Ya Qayyum, sesungguhnya Engkaulah yang Maha mengetahui bahawa kami semua di sini ingin menimba ilmu-Mu yang sangat luas bagi menambah serta mengembangkan potensi diri kami sebagai hamba-Mu yang berilmu lagi Engkau redai. Justru itu ya Allah, kami mohon agar berkatilah dan rahmatilah majlis kami. Kurniakanlah kepada kami apa kiranya ilmu sinarilah hati-hati kami semua dengan cahaya dan hidayah. Semoga dengannya kami mudah menerima dan menghayati serta mengamalkannya. Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, kami memohon agar dikurniakanlah apa kiranya kepada kami kesihatan anggota tubuh badan, kecergasan minda, ketenangan jiwa serta kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu mendebani cabaran, berdaya saing dan mampu mengangkat martabat diri, keluarga, universiti dan juga negara. Rabbana alaika tawakkalna wa ilaika nabna wa ilaikal masir. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaitana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmah innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa in lam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun 'alal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Tuan Anwar Rizal. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Yang Berbahagia, Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation, the Faculty of Business and Management, UiTM, to present the welcoming speech. Please, Associate Professor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, amin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa ala alihi washabihi ajma'in. A very good morning to everyone. Yang bahagia, Pak Azlan Syahrif, Chief Strategy Officer of MBSB Bank Berhad, Dr. Ahmad Hafizah Hashim, President of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economic Association, or formerly known as MACFEA, Executive Management of Faculty of Business and Management, Prof. Dr. Farida from MACFEA as well, delegates from MBSB Bank Berhad, presenters, participants, and students who are joining this session right now, be it in the hall or virtually. For everyone's information, this session being telecast live, so that our participants, international participants from Indonesia, Oman, and China also can actually joining this session. First and foremost, I would like to thank everyone for attending today's conference, MACFEA FBM International Conference 2022, whether you are here or physically online or physically present in the hall. And my special thanks to the conference collaborators and sponsors, especially the MACFEA, and of course to the MBSB Bank Berhad, our very close and loyal partner, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, UPI, Emerald Publishing House, as well as others for their participation and support. I think if you look here at the panel, you will see that two keynote speakers, but unfortunately both of them cannot be here due to their personal circumstances. The Dato' KSU is having a urgent meeting back in Putrajaya, and also Dato' Nur Azam as well. He has very urgent issues. And of course, today I'll be in place of our dean, who is actually down with severe food poisoning, and we hope that he will be recovered as soon as possible, inshallah. And in place of them, we have here, as I mentioned just now, Yang Bahagia Dato' Azlan bin Sharif, Chief Strategy Officer of MBSB Berhad, and I'm sure that he is, a very, best replacement for CEO of MBSB Bank. And we thank him for accepting our invitation in place of Dato' Nur Azam. Dear respected audience, MACFEA has been organizing this similar conference on annual basis, and this is the first time, as what we have been informed, collaboration between MACFEA and Faculty of Business and Management, UiTM, as a conference organizer, and we gratefully accept the invitation and enthusiastically embrace this collaboration. Well, dear respected audience, concerns about consumers and families have been prevalent in recent years. This conference hopes to spark fruitful discussion about the major challenges and opportunities associated with consumerism. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, households and consumers have begun to migrate towards digitization. Changes in family and consumer behavior had an equal impact on business and market practices. Clearly, the gig economy is on the rise. Since then, one of the primary concerns has been the issue of digitization safety for families and consumers. The fragility of the gig economy in terms of regulations and control had taken a toll on the safety of families and consumers. New digital users, particularly those in their golden years, do not call them older people. Yeah? For the student, if you call them older, they will be deducted. Okay? And those in their golden years and those with low incomes are disproportionately affected by a lack of control over digital security. Phishing and scams are becoming increasingly common as consumers' habits and platforms shift to digital platforms. Respected audience, with the theme of sustainable digitization of market practices, transforming family and consumer economics towards a new frontier, we are looking at how consumer practices can be transformed in the face of current economic fragility. The issues of family consumer practices will be discussed from two perspectives, macroeconomics as well as microeconomics, which will be shared by our distinguished speakers. Also, we'd like to thank our distinguished speakers once more for their time and insights today. And in replacement for the keynote session from the Datuk KSU, so we'll be having a forum. We have our distinguished speakers here, Prof. Ahmad and also Prof. Farida, who will be discussing on contemporary issues with regard to family economics and consumerism. So you will hear the presentation and debate on the major issues of the digitization over the next 1.5 days. We will undoubtedly learn from one another by exchanging valuable viewpoints during the lively discussion today. So to the students and as well as to the staff, please get this opportunity to engage, to build networking as well as to maybe discuss on future research, or for the students maybe any issues that might be relevant to you, especially for your future career. Don't be shy to ask here. And last but not least, I hope everyone here will be having fruitful discussions at the MACFEA FBM UiTM International Conference 2022 with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm pleased to officiate the MACFEA FBM UiTM International Conference 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Please remain on the stage for the officiating gimmick. I would like to invite to the stage Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ahmad Harizal Hashim, President, the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, onto the stage. Now I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad to place his palm on the screen for the launch gimmick.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
living. This session will be moderated by Yang Berusaha Dr. Irwan Shah Muhammad Yusof, EXCO member, the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association. The panelists for this session include Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ahmad Harizal Hashim, President of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, and Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Farida Haji Hassan, Advisor, the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association. With this, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage the panelists and the moderator for this session.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia, Profesor Ahmad Harizal, Pengurusi Presiden Persatuan MACFEA, dan juga dengan kalau dekat-dekat ni macam nak jadi pula sini. Kita santai boleh. Dan dihormati Yang Berbahagia Profesor Ahmad Harizal, Wakil Presiden Persatuan Malaysia, Persatuan Ekonomi Keluarga Malaysia, dan Perhimpunan Malaysia. Dan juga Farida, dan dihormati rakan-rakan dan juga sahabat-sahabat pada pagi ini. Hari ini macam bidang terjun sebenarnya, bukan berkaca nak memang bidang terjun sebenarnya. Beri tajuk untuk membincangkan berkenaan dengan kos sara hidup. Today. So, dalam bahasa Melayu boleh semua? Ada. Bagaimana kita dalam ini saya ingin bertanya kepada panel kita yang pertama berkenaan dengan kos sara hidup ni. Semua orang kita semua ni dalam mendepani suasana yang agak memecahbar ketika ini semuanya. Okey, tambah lagi dengan suasana yang baru, stabil, kemudian. So, jadi saya ingin bertanya kepada panel kita yang pertama, okey, kepada Prof. Ahmad. Prof, kita semua sudah maklum ya Prof, dalam sedar bahawa kos sara hidup kita sekarang ini kian melebar. Okey, dan mencekam ramai golongan, terutama ini golongan rentan. Okey, Perdana Menteri Malaysia kita iaitu Yang Berbahagia Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Ibrahim baru-baru ini menyatakan bahawa dalam ucapan dia bahawa dia menekankan bahawa perkara pertama yang dia beri penekanan adalah kos sara hidup. Okey, dengan itu bolehkah Prof terangkan secara ringkas apakah punca dan faktor penyebab kos sara hidup ini yang meningkat yang secara jelas ketika ini. Okey, saya juga infokan ya Prof, baru-baru ini Prof juga ada menjalankan kajian yang dasar penggunaan. Saya bolehkan Prof kongsikan juga dapatan kajian Prof dalam aspek kesan kepada pengguna. Jadi silakan Prof.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya tengok moderator kelabas. Kelabas juga ni. Ya, betul Kami ni, tiga-tiga ni kira dah terkejut kan. Kita tunggu terkejut. Dapat maklumat daripada satu isu yang dia tak boleh hadir kepada program yang pertama ni dia yang program berucap lagi. Kami kat belakang ni boleh sedikit-sedikit rupanya sesi yang pertama juga kena. So, dan kebetulan malam tadi, semalam saya terbengkel. Dan dapat soalan Mereka tengok pagi malam lepas tu kita bangun subuh, lepas main subuh tu buka air ke soalan. Baru tak sempat nak memikirkan. Tapi kalau pilihan tempat juga lah sedikit kagum pakai. Actually, it's a different. I want to buy video that you put the banner for satu stage that program that I want to video. Tolak, it's not my area. Really not my area. I've not been talking. Saya tak pernah cakap tentang pada hidup. And when I look at it, kita betul tengok pada tu. And bila tanya pada soalan tentang konsep hidup ni. Bila tengok definition of konsep hidup ni yang diberikan oleh Ken Negara, kita tengok dia kata kat sini konsep hidup dia istilah dia kata kenaikan harga hasil. Kenaikan harga barang itu part of it. Dia juga melihat kepada bagaimana seseorang itu melihat perbelanjaan dia dari semua dan tanggungjawab memberikan kewangan dia untuk dia mengekalkan status kehidupan sekarang. Katalah kalau sebenarnya dia macam ni, kalau dia turun, dia segi ke taraf hidup dia tak turun, jadi itulah belah. Dan yang paling ketara ialah yang ketara lah, jadi kalau kita bincang dan tengok kapal hidup, yang nak tukar alam-alam kita contoh perlu kita berkhidmat, tapi itu saya think tak ramai lah sebenarnya. Cuma saya nak kaitkan lebih kepada in relation to my area. Macam saya bincang untuk my area, housing. Housing pasal dia tentu saya pun ini senang dikonsumsi. I think kita dah lama daripada bekas pengurusi MBS dulu sebagai anggota ejang profesor di jabatan. I was competent sekali. But he tahu, and then we discussed about housing. And he wanted actually dia nak bina FBM pada rapat advokasi. Okay, ya, perusahaan yang tetap dalam 4 important that. So, in relation to kos hidup ni, one of the element yang banyak terkait adalah komitmen untuk kepada everyone of us akan beli rumah. Jangan kita beli cash, biasanya kita baru tak. And then bila kita baru tak, and then bila dia melihat kos hidup ni, di cara pengiraan kos hidup ni adalah dia melihat pada benda-benda yang dah dikenal pasti. Dan salah satu dia adalah pembayaran sewa rumah. Yang dia tak masuk dalam pengiraan itu adalah pembayaran balik hutang rumah. Bila kita tengok secara umum, kalau kita bayar banyak hutang rumah dan kita tengok pada indeks harga rumah dan digunakan untuk turun kos, dia tidak menggambarkan keadaan sebenar. Satu lah, kalau bandingnya when we look at it, dan mungkin indeks harga rumah mungkin betul ataupun mungkin macam mungkin sebagai ini. Tapi dari segi kemampuan kita untuk berbelanja sebenarnya kurang daripada apa sebenarnya. Because of that was not calculated and the amount of yang ditunjukkan untuk upaya rumah ni tinggi. Yang banyak masih sikit. So, tambah pula sekali harga rumah dengan peningkatan pendapatan yang tak sama. Harga rumah tu tidak saya cakap depan ada cakap depan orang MBSP ni. dulu dia solely on mortgage housing. Memang dia cerita pada sekarang walaupun sebut dah tadi dah masuk ke banking sector. Tapi I think the niche of that mortgage tu masih lagi jadi main benda yang penting dalam campaign. So it's important for us to look at that concept ini that when we do kita plan, jangan lupa that when we plan that we have to remember that we are committed to pay. Kita kena committed to bayar. Satu. Yang kedua dari segi kenaikan harga barang, kenaikan pendapatan kita laku. Kita tak nafikan. Dan semua orang nak berlaku kenaikan pendapatan. Tetapi jangan lupa kenaikan juga berlaku pada perbelanjaan. Dan berlaku kenaikan, ya katalah pendapatan kita naik 4.something% untuk 2001 ke 2015 ke 2019, 2015 ke 2019 lebih kurang. Kenaikan perbelanjaan juga sama 4%. So perbelanjaan dan fungsi tadi untuk kita rampai di antara itu utama dalam B40 dan golongan yang dah dia punya income dari separuh golongan yang bersatu ni untuk jadi rentan untuk jatuh tinggi because of kita sekarang ni perbelanjaan kita dengan pendapatan kita tu dia naik dengan level yang sama. So kalau kita ada berlaku event yang tertentu, there's possibility untuk kita jatuh. So to maintain taraf hidup yang kita ada sekarang ni, ketika itu kita akan bahaskan sama. That's the program antara benda-benda yang kita ada. Dan selain daripada kenaikan harga barang, selain daripada dan juga lain yang adalah bila kita sebut pasal hidup ni, saya tak go into detail of the keadaan politik negara kita lah, because di mana kekayaan itu dikumpul pada satu pihak saja, itu isu yang lain kan. Sedikitlah yang saya sempat dan juga melihat ada sedikit kepakaran yang lain. Satu lagi tentang soalan ini juga berkaitan dengan kajian dalam saya sebenarnya bila Kementerian bertukar nama daripada Kementerian Perdagangan Negara, kalau tengok sini kalau itu nama-nama KSU dan KPD dan HCP, KPDN, HCP kan Kementerian Perdagangan dan Perdagangan. Sekarang dia dah jadi KPN PSH, Kementerian Perdagangan dan Negeri, kos sakit dan kos hidup. Tapi present government dia nak melihat, nak menunjukkan kepentingan kos hidup itu menjadikan isu utama yang perlu dilihat. Tapi bagi saya walaupun dia discuss buat kos hidup, still berkait dengan kita sebagai pemerintah. Kos macam malam kita bincang isu telur. Siapa yang beli telur? Kita je nak beli, kita je tak beli telur. Kalau telur tak ada, kalau TV dia tak pun nak rasa telur ada tak ada. Sebab apa kita beli Omega kan, Omega yang sentiasa, tapi yang kalau B40 dia ada that trio. So yang satu trio itu memang banyak tak ada. So kita pun nak style. So still important for us to look back at our expanding cara berbelanja kita. Sebab ia akan kesan pada kehidupan kita sehari. So sedikit lah, tapi my present research tu tak kaitan sangat pun dengan kota itu sebab cost prediction.
Terima kasih yang berbagi Prof atas sedikit perkongsian dengan mukadimah tu kos hidup bagaimana dan sedikit pandangan beliau berkaitan dari segi perspektif beliau dengan kos hidup dengan juga yang beliau memberikan sedikit penerangan bagaimana tu belajar rumah kesan kepada kehidupan kita tu. Bagaimanapun kos hidup ni nak ke tak nak, dia tak berkait dengan pengguna. Kita dah orang-orang yang tak pengguna, tidak berlari pada perkara itu. Okey, macam mana yang tadi Prof Ahmad ada katakan tadi, okey, kita harus sebut masa telur. Okey, dan beberapa kementerian dah menunjukkan nama dan saya pun ini di Kementerian Asas Tani, jadi libat dengan sedikit lah. Jadi kami pun telur ni isu-isu yang memang tak ada kesudahan lah kita. Tapi tak apa. Jadi saya akan tanya kepada Prof. Maridah lah. Ni kita sebut pasal telur, tidak ketahanan. Kita kena katakan pasal kita kata ingat Prof kerana subsidi. Disebut telur, ada perkara lain yang kita nak kaitkan. Okay. Kenapa telur tak cukup? Apa benda masalah ni? Itu kita tak nak tanah ni tak lapar. Kita pasal telur. Kita ni bukan kita pasal telur. Ini kan. Biar kemudian difikirkan benda yang macam kita kata. Okay. Kita ada menteri, kita ada fikir. Sekarang ni, saya bertanya kepada Prof lah. Tadi perspektif Prof sendiri, adakah macam pemberian subsidi sektor peruncitan diteruskan seperti sedia ada? Okay. Kita faham ada beberapa negara mereka subsidi dah tak ada. Dan ada dikurangkan. Okay. Sekiranya wajar subsidi yang sedia ada dikaji semula. Okay. Apakah kita yang wajar diberikan perhatian? Dalam langkah-langkah dalam langkah secara kredit pajak yang perlu diperhatikan oleh pihak kerajaan dan juga para firma itu sendiri. Ya, boleh kasih pandangan Prof.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Dr. Irwan. Saya sebenarnya tadi risau tengok Dr. Irwan ni sebab dia sebenarnya selalu dia memang amat tenang. Dia setahun 2 tahun dia mengacarakan program ini kalau online memang tertarik menarik ke depan melayan. Cuma hari pagi ni saya dah risau tengok dia alhamdulillah dia dah tenang dah. Okey, saya sebenarnya yang guna phone ni soalan yang dia bagi pada kami memang panjang tajam. So saya pun risau dia nak tanya saya soalan yang dia beri semalam ataupun dia nak tukar soalan. Alhamdulillah kalau dia tukar soalan saya terpaksa ikut rentak dia lah. Okey, coming back to the subsidi. Saya ulas balik apa yang dia kata sama ada nak kaji semula atau tidak. Kita lihat dahulu apa yang berlaku sekarang ni. Subsidi banyak diberi ya. Tetapi saya ingin mengambil petikan daripada pengerusi peruncit Bumiputera Malaysia iaitu Datuk Amir Maidin yang mengatakan bahawa dan saya amat setuju dengan beliau sebab subsidi sekarang ni diberi kepada peruncit iaitu yang Dr. Irwan tertinggal tadi dalam soalan dia. Okey, diberi kepada peruncit. Jadi soalan dia sama ada subsidi itu patut ditarik balik ataupun diteruskan dalam jangka masa pendek atau jangka masa panjang. Buat masa ini, apa yang berlaku sebenarnya, subsidi yang diberi pada peruncit ni sebenarnya bukan manfaatkan pada kita rakyat. Setuju tak setuju, cuba tengok balik ya. Sebab banyak komplain rungutan daripada rakyat bahawa kita tidak mendapat the final cost yang patutnya sustain our sara hidup but menjadi tekanan. Dan tadi Prof Ahmad memaklumkan mengenai masalah P40. Sebenarnya kumpulan M40 pun dah jatuh pada B40. Kan? Jadi ini bukan masalah B40 saja. Masalah kalau kita tambah 14 dah jadi 80% dah. T20 itu pun dah start merungut. Okey. Tapi tadi saya tak ingat Prof Ahmad kot beritahu tadi the golden group atau the senior group dan sebagainya. Walaupun mungkin dia orang ada duit banyak lebih sikit kan, duit pencen ke dan sebagainya. Ia memang kalau kita lihat sekarang ni ibu bapa semua, coming back to what Prof Ahmad maklum tadi tentang perumahan. Saya rasa ada ahli-ahli rakan dalam kumpulan dewan ni yang bersyukur, ada juga yang rumah pusara ataupun bapa yang membantu anak-anak untuk menangani sara hidup sekarang ni. So coming back to your question, okay, we talk about basic food dulu, barangan asas, bukan saja telur, minyak, tepung, beras. Dan kalau kita lihat news yang terbaru, PM kita memohon Syed Mota, right, untuk give it back Kan, give it back. Not only the majority shareholders of yang kontrol beras ni, tapi give it back to the pesawah, especially pesawah. And dia setuju. Jadi it takes somebody top there, okay, at the top. Dan kita pun very familiar kat universiti kita pun macam tu. Kalau bos kita kata buat ini, semua akan buat. Kalau PM kata buat ini, semua akan buat. So right now, duty kita sebagai rakyat, sebagai consumer, saya bercakap daripada bagi pihak MACFEA, bukan MACFEA, okay? Kami bukan mafia. Okay, MACFEA, MACFEA, MACFEA. Kita apa-apa yang kita buat, kita kena prihatin pada rakyat. Sebab at the end of the day, dia involve diri kita sendiri. Okay? Jadi harga perlu dikawal. Harga barangan asas, saya ulanglah, beras, telur, minyak. Minyak especially, do you know that the government subsidize minyak ini, minyak makan, sebanyak 2 bilion, in fact 1.8 bilion ringgit Malaysia. Tapi mana minyak tu pergi? And harga minyak naik kan? And not only that, kita cakap tentang petrol, ni peruncitan petrol lah. Jiran-jiran, negara-negara jiran datang mengambil hak kita. Dan minyak-minyak yang ada dekat kedai runcit ni disimpan, dijual, kan? Bukan pada rakyat, kepada pembekal-pembekal lain pula, menjadi masalah. Tadi Prof Ahmad ada mention, tak naklah cakap pasal berjimat, but actually kita perlu personal finance, family finance, benda-benda ni perlu dibelajar. Okay? Memang semua pandai belanja, tapi belanja berhemah tu yang kita perlukan di sini. Dan jadi saya pernah lupa apa saya cakap tadi. Prof Ahmad sebut tentang nak jimat atau tidak. Saya kira apa yang penting sekarang ni adalah untuk kita sama-sama melihat barang kita boleh buat desakan kepada pihak kementerian. Okey, dulu KPDN KK, lepas tu KPDN HEP, but I like it the name right now. KPDN apa dia? Kos Sara Hidup, KSH. Sengaja dia orang ni tiap kali tukar kabinet aja nak tinggal legacy, padahal memeningkan kita. But we need that kind of platform untuk bagi feedback. Dan rakan-rakan saya yang muda-muda ni, saya panggil rakan, saya tak nak mengaku saya ni lebih tua, tapi rakan-rakan lebih muda ni, you have all the facilities, TikTok, Insta. Now you ada new ways of doing things, to contact, to give feedback, to make the authorities alert apa yang diperlukan, right? Apa yang diperlukan oleh kita rakyat ni yang memang mendesak, okay, terdesak. Jadi coming back to subsidi, the answer is nak diberi atau tidak pada peruncit ke? That was your soalan. Saya rasa high time to stop giving the subsidy, tetapi memberi bantuan direct to rakyat. Kan? Bagi cash tu pada rakyat supaya rakyat sendiri yang boleh belanja. Ya. Memang itu yang kita perlu. Saya orang marketing, Prof Ahmad orang housing, saya orang marketing. Orang marketing kata satisfy the customers direct. Jadi the only way kita kalau betul nak tolong rakyat, bantuan tu beri direct. Tak payah beri pada orang tengah. Sebab bila beri orang tengah kita tak tahu, salah guna kuasa dan sebagainya. And that's what's been happening. Dan kita tak nak jadi macam Sri Lanka sekarang ni ya. The inflation rate is so high that one piece of eraser cost 3 ringgit Malaysia semalam. Just an eraser. Okay? Because of the economy turmoil dan sebagainya, we don't want that. Malaysia is still lucky, and I'm sure ramai pada Inkoma MACFEA marketing group sini, you all remember this team, let the customers beware, kan? Jadi hak kita untuk highlight to the sellers ataupun the retailers dan sebagainya. Saya better stop. Thank you.
Terima kasih Prof Farida. Juga ada berkongsi kritik kepada kita dengan pandangan beliau berkenaan dengan subsidi perlu tidak diberhentikan. Jadi dia menyatakan bahawa ia perlu dilihat dan terus pergi kepada pengguna. Iaitu seperti kita sebut, tanpa perlu dari kepada pencet. Jadi kita nampak ada sedikit kelompangan kepada itu kalau kita ada pencet, dan kita lihat kenapa saya bersetuju dengan pandangan daripada Prof. Haidar, kan perlu ada terus kepada kita beri terus kepada pengguna terus. Kenapa tidak kita menggunakan keadaan commissioning dan peruncing keadaan ini lama kita laksanakan, tetapi ianya bermasalah itu berbanding kita pengguna ketika ini menghadapi masalah isu sama. Ya, kos itu barang-barang makin lama makin naik. Kenapa? Kerana adanya orang-orang tengah yang mengambil kesempatan. Kita faham. Ada on paper bahawa kerajaan kita telah menyatakan yang kita dah sekian-sekian shilling pada perlu sampai kepada pengguna begitu harga tidak begitu. Tetapi dia tidak jadi begitu kerana ada pihak saya boleh katakan agak keras sikit bahasa saya, tintah darah. Okay, tintah darah ini mengambil kesempatan terhadap situasi begini. Jadi saya setuju dengan pandangan Prof. Haidar tadi, kenapa tidak terus kepada pengguna dan boleh juga saksi terus nikmat macam berisu. Okey, baik pada soal ini kalau saya cakap seorang memang susah berhenti ini nanti. Dan jadi macam program saya buat bicara pakar kan, saya punya nanti saya conquer masalah kan. Jadi kalau pengurus masa ini kita buat program secara online. Jadi kalau kita buat dari fizikal ni nampak ramai orang. Jadi dia lain macam saya rasa dia. Angin dia kan. Lain sikit angin dia. Okey, baik Prof. Hamad. Okey. Prof, saya mahu bercerai sedikit Prof. Hamad. Adakah kerajaan kepada ketika ini ya Prof, benar-benar merasai yang dirasai oleh rakyat ataupun keadaan tempat budaya tak berguna terhadap kosong hidup? Okey, itu soalan saya pertama ya Prof. Seterusnya saya ada sedikit sampingan sesudah kita bagi 2-in-1 terus kan. Apakah langkah-langkah awal yang diberikan perhatian dalam menangani isu kosong hidup pandangan Prof? Apa yang kita dalam sebenarnya Prof? Apa langkah awal yang perlu kita lihat? Kalau kita cakap kosong hidup, kita ada cakap je kosong hidup. Tapi apa yang kita sebagai pengguna ni nak laksanakan ni? Silakan Prof.
Susah nak jawab soalan pertama. Soalan pertama ni secara umumnya kalau saya lihat kita memang akan memberikan bantuan kepada fikirkan yang disebutkan tadi kan di penemu kementerian pun diperlukan dan pertanyaan dan kalau kita tengok melalui dalam negeri dan kuasa hidup pun dan sebab itu one of the reason why SU tak dapat hadir pada ini lah. Dia dipanggil untuk membincangkan tentang active that disorder active MACFEA yang punya komputer yang pihak they are looking to it how to untuk melihat pada negara-negara dan kaedah yang menangani isu. Saya bukan kepada mana-mana typical aim of their group. That's what I think they are very serious. Dan juga ini merupakan yang juga merupakan keinginan yang diminta oleh rakyat untuk kerajaan melihat bagaimana pendapat rakyat yang berhadapan dengan keadaan kos tarikh hidup yang luar daripada jangkauan kebanyakan rakyat Malaysia. Itu yang pertama lah. Yang kedua dia dari segi apa langkah-langkah yang perlu diambil kita sebagai pengguna boleh bila datang tu bila on pay for kita berikan I think we persen awal pakai. Bila saya pernah ajak rakyat bila kerajaan yang saya datang pada itu saya kata why not be down bila duduk bersama cuba cadangkan bila caranya berperjalanan kehidupan buat pada cadangan awal yang kita tadi kita cakap juga yang ini yang boleh dipraktik oleh pihak kita Faridah boleh berjimat, it's not about jimat, it's about planning. Tak boleh nak cakap lebih detail, tapi Pak Sen dia cerita lah, dia kata kenapa rakyat tak nak buat food plan. One of the reason, salah satu daripada perkara yang terbesar dan belajar kita daripada rumah ialah makanan. Dan makanan kita, kalau kita tengok makanan kita ni banyak adalah sumber asasnya dan imported. Dia banyak dan itu menyebabkan kesan. Tapi itu government politik model lah. Tapi power kan. Teknik dan kita di kewangan tu itu kan. Mana tu plan kita ni kalau secara kita cerita ni kita dapat kata sikit ya. Dia membantu kita dari segi perjalanan, dari penyebabkan kos, at the same time dia juga melihat pada bahan-bahan yang kita ambil. Sebenarnya ada nutrition. Betul tak Ustaz? Dan nutrition part pun juga dia ambil juga. So, kita tak jimat, boleh jimat, tapi dijimat dengan melihat kepada jenis-jenis makanan yang masuk ke dalam badan kita. Itu daripada feedback. Dr. Sam bercerita panjang lah tentang yang keduanya kita kena tengok balik lah. Look back at our cara pembelajaran dan pengurusan kita. I think majority of us kita ni lagi daripada buka. Kita pun dah kawan masuk dalam tukang. Dan kita ada pada tukang yang kadang-kadang yang ayah kita bagi, walaupun dia kata dia bagi, tapi dalam kepala kita berjadi pulang balik. Kita tak kerja, plan. Kalau literacy dalam kalangan belia, dalam kalangan belia literacy keuangan, Malaysia, kalau dalam kajian empowerment, deposit empowerment pun dia tak paksa tahan. Dia itu improve terbawa literacy keuangan. Yang ini peranan banyak dimainkan oleh pihak financial, personal finance, perbankan dan sebagainya. Semua untuk membuat merangka keuangan. Apatah lagi kalau dia daripada kalangan ada disebutkan tadi lah, our income, kenaikan income kita dengan kenaikan perbelanjaan kita dia sama rata. Bila-bila masa boleh jatuh kepada macam popular seperti ni. FBM positif dia ikut. Dalam keadaan tu kita perlu very plan, ensure that bila ada event kita masih sempat. Bila ada peristiwa tiba-tiba tak ingat. Kita sempat. We can maintain our standard of life. Sebab tu dalam keadaan sekarang ni kita penting lah. Saya dia adalah orang yang orang saya ni adalah orang-orang yang tidak percaya. Bila orang tidak percaya kepada orang muda ni kena beli rumah dahulu, kita antara benda yang kena fikir. Bagi saya unit tu bagi saya bila saya bincang pasal dalam housing policy, ada tengok saya di dalam keadaan Malaysia, dalam keadaan sekarang Malaysia ni, kita tak nak perlu memberi tekanan kepada pasaran perumahan itu dengan masuknya orang muda dalam market. Bila orang muda masuk dalam market, they increase the house price. So what we have, they need to raise plan. Because we have that kind of 10% deposit first. And then you stable for 10 months go to the housing market. Bukan maknanya lambat, jangan terlalu lambat. But not immediately. Tapi kita tengok sekarang macam-macam package yang menarik untuk orang beli. But you have to think, really plan, and you do plan, dan kita tidak masuk dalam kategori mereka yang berhutang lebih daripada pendapatan. It's important to buy houses, not as saya tak kata tak ni, tak sendiri tak triliun plan. Don't just because of people buy a house, you start to want to buy a house. Sama kita dengan capital juga. Saya buat tahu. Kita juga boleh kenderaan. It's important dalam keadaan Malaysia sekarang ni. Antara faktor-faktor yang menyebabkan yang dari segi yang mempengaruhi kualitas hidup ada 3 benda. Bahan pemakanan dan pengangkutan. Dan awal pengangkutan public transport is not that. Belum lagi sebaik itu negara lain. Kita kena rely dengan macam lagi bergantung dengan kendaraan semua. Tidaklah bukan kita membeli kereta-kereta yang macam lama. Kita keluar bawa private terus nak buatkan fondasi tinggi. Beta is something like one is 42K, 42K. Kalau siapa yang follow pendek hitam, black is premium. You can make your beta better than that of Honda City lah. Tapi itu dia belanja lebih mahal lah tuan-tuan. Tapi jangan belanja macam dia. You dapat beta, that beta is good enough for us to follow the competition. Maknanya, what I'm trying to tell you that you need to have strong literacy, financial literacy kuat. Itu yang kami yang saya dapat saya fikirkan. Plan and obviously yang lain-lain itu kena tidak tersebut. That's why I'm confident di sini sebab apa kita tengok number planner dia pun jadi murid pemerintah dan pemerintah dia suki happy. Kalau saya tahu banyak pemerintah kita ulang.
Terima kasih Prof. So saya pun nak kongsi sikit mohon pandangan daripada pemerintah tu yang kata soalan yang saya ajukan kepada Prof Ahmad Degri. Tentu saya ingin mengupas sedikit lah. Pandangan Prof kata apa-apa pun kita sebagai pengguna, sebagai muda lah, saya rasa saya ni antara yang muda jugalah. Jadi yang muda ya. So kita macam mana kita kena merancang. Kita merancang. So kita merancang maksudnya kita apa-apa kita kena ada planning apa yang kita nak buat. Jadi dalam masa dalam kehidupan kita jangan bila kita upgrade kerja kita fikir saya nak rumah, saya nak kereta. Itu saya rasa biasa kita akan orang-orang muda macam saya lah juga lah Allah. So jadi muda-muda kita tak tahu nak kereta. Bila Prof tadi sebutkan black premium saya terdiam. So jadi dia kata sebab kita bukan ada perlu rumah tu memang perlu. Tapi kita kena tengok pada kadar dan semasanya dan tahu ke bila masanya perlu ada perkara kita. Jadi saya mohon sedikit pencerahan daripada berbeda sedikit. Mungkin program boleh tambah sedikit berkenaan tadi macam adakah kerajaan kita juga benar-benar faham Robert tadi yang kita rasa dan yang susahnya korporasi tak boleh dapat apa. Kemudian korporasi dapat sebulan 20-30 barang. Sekarang 3 barang, 2 barang pun ada. Betul, kadang-kadang kita minta mereka tu. Tidak boleh. Macam tu. Betul-betul lah. Macam tu lah. Ini besar kita nampak perubahan tu. Kita kalau pengguna ini yang kita boleh laksanakan selain pandangan itulah pergala ini makanan jadi macam planning tu juga boleh dipanggil lain. Silakan.
Terima kasih Dr. Wan. Dua perkara, satu saya macam mana nak mengatasi masalah ini. Alhamdulillah sejak akhir ni kerajaan juga ada melaksanakan kedai rakyat kan Satu Malaysia dan ada juga syarikat-syarikat peruncit yang hypermarket seperti kita tengok Maidin ataupun kedai RM2, okay, Eco RM2 kan. Sweet Mart ya. Berhantu ya betul kata Prof Ahmad kedai berhantu memang berhantu sebab tak tahu pintu nak keluar daripada tagline tu. For those who have not been there, I think better visit. Sebab saya dulu ada rakan-rakan yang memang tidak pernah menjejak kakinya dalam kedai tersebut. Dia kata low quality. Tapi bila dah B40 turun ke, M40 dah turun ke B40, kena pergilah juga kan. Tak nak beli tak apa, pergi tengok. Alright? At least you compare the prices. Orang marketing ni dia banyak window shopping. Kadang dia tak shop pun. Dia window shopping just to look at the prices and the quality. It's very important. So priority macam mana Prof Ahmad sebut tadi memang penting kerana keutamaan kita dari segi barang-barang keperluan. Itu yang diutamakan. Kalau ada lebih baru kita go to other category. Alright. Cuma perkara kedua, saya dah tengok dah dapat surat nota warning nak kena cepat. Yang second one ni agak radikal sikit, tak ada dalam buku. Okey. Yang ni kita sebagai consumers boleh buat kalau kita nak buat. Dan apakah yang saya maksudkan di sini? Percaya tak percaya, ingat tak kes roti gardenia dahulu yang ada isu halal? Okey. Kebetulan saya ni banyak buat research on halal. Adakah hadirin hari ini tahu bahawa dalam 1 minggu rakyat Malaysia tidak membeli roti Gardenia, owner Gardenia tersebut memang tutup kedai. For 1 week production tak jalan, pekerja tak bekerja, utilities kena bayar, dan dia pergi UPM dekat IPPH, iaitu Institute Pendidikan Halal, untuk mengenal pasti sama ada produk dia ni Gardenia ni memang ada DNA yang haram atau tidak. 1 minggu saja. Ini radikal saya yang mungkin saya salah ajar, tapi saya rasa tadi saya katakan let the customer beware. Alright? Itu dalam buku McCarthy sebelum Kotler. Go and check out that book. So now kita nak buat let the seller beware. Kita kena in a way mendidik dia orang juga. Jangan mudah-mudah take for granted customer ni sebab kita bayar. So kalau ada masalah, sorry kena guna perkataan contoh telur tadi. Kalau telur memang tak ada stok langsung. Alright? Boleh tak 1 minggu rakyat Malaysia tak makan telur? Boleh tak? Boleh survive tak? Boleh. Boleh. Tak boleh. Tak boleh. Saya rasa boleh. Belilah benda lain apa boleh makan. Okay, vegetarian sekejap. 1 week saja. 1 minggu je. And you will see all the stock will be gone sebab apa dia akan rosak. Now tell me who suffers now? Consumer suffer atau seller yang suffer? Seller. So the decision is in your hand. At the moment, kita let them dictate us. It should be the other way around. Alright? So, saya tak nak lama-lama. So, I think you got my message. You know what to do next, okay? And kita baru saja ada kabinet baru. Kita nak mengorak langkah yang baru. But this time around, kami pada MACFEA memang nak kita sendiri yang buat keputusan. And you know how to make such a decision. Thank you.
Okay, Prof. Saya juga terkait dengan perkataan let the seller beware. Saya juga terkait dengan saya punya bos kan, di TKSU. Dia keempat, dia kata saya, we are manage the producer. So, jadi dia saya, so bila ministry yang tahu producer, kenapa kita kena ikut producer keluar, seller tu. So, jadi bila saya fikir betul dengan saya kerana producer ni kalau kita ikut dia, mana dia jadi player. Dia akan mengawal kita pada umur ini. Jadi kita ikut letak mereka. Jadi now kita reverse back the reverse. Kita pada umur kita tak yang ikut kita. So jadi kita tak menggunakan beberapa sekitar dia macam program, kita cuma rehatkan sekejap minda kita atau diri kita reposekan diri kita yang telur. So mereka akan mula panas, macam kita panas sekejap dan mereka akan keluar dalam benda. Sebenarnya kami semua tahu di kementerian producer ni memang ada banyak sangat telur.
Telur pun jangan beli sebab dah busuk.
Sebab telur memang cukup sebenarnya. Tapi bila kita panggil game of play, kita bermain game mereka. So jadi kita masuk dalam game mereka, so kita tadi dalam lingkungan mereka kita bermain. Jadi kita nak keluar dari game mereka, yang mereka bermain game kita sebenarnya. Okay, so banyak yang dapat kita ada power sebenarnya. So kenapa kita tak guna power kita sebagai pengguna bagi mereka bermain game kita, bukan kita bermain game dia. Itu saya nampak. Okay, Prof, saya tak panjang lah. Saya dapat dah jadi 5 minit. Orang malas saya panjang ni kan. Prof, saya minta pemahaman 3 minit, Prof, untuk rumuskan sedikit. Kita bila ada Prof Sarif ni nampak macam santai-santai, tadi nampak buku. Kan dah pegang mic lama sikit, dia dah macam tu. Tak berhenti pula dah. Ini masalah kita ini. Okay, Prof, boleh dah rumus sedikit. Tapi cadangan dan juga sedikit nasihat pada sahabat-sahabat kita yang hadir pada program conference kita hari ini. Okay, Prof, boleh sedikit Prof? Silakan, Prof.
Apapun tidak kita kena tengok secara keseluruhan. Itu dalam cadangan dan dalam tindakan radikal. Dia ada sampai dari kita lah. Itu impact apa je nampak. Kita tindakan sertifikat baik untuk guna, tetapi dia kesan kepada betul industri yang di bawah tadi. Contohnya paling tadi kita dah ikan, bocor ikan, produser dia tak masalah, dia kesannya kepada penelayan barang kita ada tadi. Ini tunggu PS tu dah ada dan jangan tengok kepada market tadi. That's why the chief study very important. Ini bagian tu memang tapi kita lagi dan tahu ada apa kita minta dan supply chain keseluruhan. Action ini baik ada mana. Saya tapi memang saya bagian private action kita nak memberikan kesan pada mungkin lebih mau.
Okey, terima kasih Prof. Ahmad atas sedikit rumusan yang kita tak padat, tapi saya rasa begitu sangat penting keyword merah supply chain kita harus ada menyeluruh, tidak boleh satu pihak. Okey, pandangan Prof. Silakan Prof. itu.
Saya ingat dah habis lah sebab kalau ikut nota tu saya tak terten saya. Rumusan dia, betul apa yang Prof Ahmad cakap, you look at the backward integration, tetapi sebagaimana Dr. Iwan maklumkan tadi, untuk sementara sahaja, bukan for a long period of time. Jadi bagi pihak nelayan dia dah jual barang dia. Yang kita restart nak ni yang storage ni, yang hoarding, itu yang kita tak nak. Dan for your information, coming back to Gardenia tadi tu memang they close shop. So that's why you see the takeover. So memang consumer want at that time, okay, because they do not want to buy selagi benda tu tak sahih. Thank you.
Okey, terima kasih Prof. Memang pasal ringkas kita hanya berikan Prof Ahmad punya rumusan, tapi saya rasa kisah kita hari ini memang banyak partner dan juga maklumat bagi semua. Semoga perkongsian ini memberi kita sedikit panduan kepada kita semua supaya kita mempunyai yang baik dan juga bijak terutama sekali dalam ekonomi yang sekian mencabar hari ini. So sekian terima kasih kepada saya dan saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's an insightful exchange of ideas with the team. Please give them a round of applause. We'd like to invite the panelists and the moderator back to their seats. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now partake in the exchange of memento. For this exchange, I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia, Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation, the Faculty of Business and Management, to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia, Professor Dr. Ahmad Harizal Hashim, President of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association. We will now present the next memento. For this, we will invite again Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Farida Haji Hassan, Advisor of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association. Professors, kindly remain on the stage. In return, we would also like to invite Yang Berbahagia, Professor Dr. Ahmad Hariza Hashim, President of the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia, Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation, the Faculty of Business and Management. Honorable professors, please remain on the stage as I invite our distinguished guests for the photo session. Distinguished guests, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Azlan bin Syahrim and Yang Berusaha Encik Muhammad Nazir bin Abu Bakar, please ascend the stage for the photo session to commemorate this memorable occasion. Thank you, distinguished guests. Please take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to have witnessed the official opening of the MACFEA FBM UiTM International Conference. Before we proceed further into our agenda for the day, please join us in the foyer for light refreshments and morning tea. We will return to this hall at 10:50 a.m. for the second keynote session presented by Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Azlan bin Syahrim, Chief Strategy Officer, MBSB Bank Berhad. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's make our way to the foyer. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the refreshments. The next agenda is the second keynote speech delivered by Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Aslan bin Shahrim, Chief Strategy Officer, MBSB Bank Berhad. With this, I would like to warmly welcome Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Aslan bin Shahrim to the stage.
Very morning. Dipanggil Profesor Nadirul, Certification in Business Management. Professor Naila, MACFEA. Professor Dr. Farida, Vice President. And I understand there are additional people in the seat. We have joining elsewhere online. We have participants from Oman, Asia, China, I understand. There's a room, India, we have 100 economic students, in China, economic students. This kind of people here must be their management, but the process is work. And the benefit of our international participants and audience is allowed to deliver top education. That's really as they went, we required and the local favor. So first and foremost, let's please thank you for inviting FBM UiTM to this all of you today. Today, the leadership is the country's largest business school. That's important work. Addressing problems of everyday life, not just lives of all of us. Here, I guess this also covered where we are at work. So, and also happy to have benefited from the as well as a panel discussion. It's very delivered with passion. If you have thought our play with the consumers and users, the retailers and wholesalers, supply chain, price of consumers, it's all very interesting and very exciting. I should start by conveying salam and apologies from our school. After very much to be here, certainly the topic of household consumption and financial inclusion is very hard, and I understand very much I'd like to share views with us this morning. So I will try to do my best to begin these issues. So what is the problem statement, as they say? Strategy, that's what we do. If you look at the last 10 years, if you look at last, so how come the government, how intervention is just, sorry, is the sound. That's financial inclusion. Yeah. Okay, is it better? Sorry. Okay, so I'll start from scratch now, actually. So where was I? Okay, problem statement, case for action. For or burning platform, as they say, at McKinsey and Bain and all that. You need to sometimes borrow the names from the big firms because they say the same things, but they get paid a lot more. So something for students to think about as you cope with the next career options. So if you look at financial inclusion, what does that mean? It means for financial institutions like banks to make sure financing, the adequate financing is available to all. Why? Because people in towns, in urban areas, have ready access to banks, right? Bank within a few kilometers from your house. But people in underserved areas, kampongs, rural areas, don't have the same privilege. And why is this important? A lot of people without a bank account, you can almost be a non-person almost, right? You need a bank account to operate in business, in life. So it's important. So hence financial inclusion is a big thing. And the government and financial institutions and banks have done a lot over the last 10 years to reach the underserved. Certainly, what do? They make sure their products fit people, the needs, the distinct needs of the underserved market. And they run courses, financial literacy courses to make sure people know how to spend their money, when to spend, when not to spend. For MBSB Bank, we are a fairly small bank, maybe a little bit of promo, if you may allow me, talk a little bit about the bank. MBSB has been around for a long time, since the 50s. The name, so MBSB stands for Malaysia Building Society Berhad. The Building Society is a British invention. We are the only building society in Malaysia. You find many in the UK, Halifax, York, nationwide, and so on. And 4 years ago, MBSB bought over a bank. So we now have MBSB and MBSB Bank. So the larger entity now is the bank. And we are an Islamic bank. We don't have Islamic in our name, but there are 3 pure Islamic banks in the country: Bank Islam since 1984, MBSB, and Bank Muamalat. So 3 pure Islamic banks. And we're a new bank. And we help in the way that we can. And for example, in helping the underserved, for example, in helping to raise the status of living of people. For example, earlier this year, just to pick a program run by Puan Ning Su, who's here for our calls. We had a training program for 23 families from these are mainly micro entrepreneurs earning a few thousand ringgit a month. So we had a 7-month training program. Taught them macam-macam lah, business, accounting, marketing, so on and so forth. And we tracked progress. So we tracked how much they were getting, their monthly incomes at the start. And we were happy to note that after 7 months, their income had increased by 95%. That's almost double. So imagine the possibilities. We are a small bank, but I guess being small and being new, you sort of try to fight and try harder, right? People don't know us very much. So we need to do more good things, hopefully, with the support of everyone. So if you don't yet have an MBSB bank account, please hop to your nearest branch. You can even open an account online. So that's another way banks help by going digital, so that we can reach people who are further and farther away from all of us. So many things have been done by FIs. FI stands for financial institutions, right? FIs. But still more needs to be done. We see this all around us. Many people still struggle to make ends meet. And we read over the last year or so that many people are not prepared for retirement, right? So the EPF, you've probably read. For our international audience, the EPF is Employees Provident Fund, which is a retirement savings fund established to help private sector workers to achieve adequate savings upon retirement. So you have monthly deductions from your paycheck every month, which you can withdraw at the age of 55. And EPF has come up with various statements for last year saying that 6.6 million members have less than 10,000 ringgit in their savings account. Of course, these are people of all ages. They could be nearer to 55, they could be nearer to 35 or even 25. But this is worrying when you have less than 10,000 ringgit. And the EPF sets basic savings threshold for people. So they say this is the minimum savings you need to have at 55 in order for you to retire. And that amount is 200 and, sorry, maybe I should have done a sort of a quiz. Bagi hadiah siapa yang dapat. Sorry, tak terlepas. Jawapan dah tahu, tak apa. Next one. Okay, next one. Hadiah-hadiah, tak tahu nanti kita tengok MACFEA. Apa, ada sponsor hadiah ke? So where was I? Yeah, so 6.6 million members have less than 10,000 in the EPF account. And the basic savings threshold, EPF says that you need to at 55 is 240,000. I'm not sure whether 240,000 sounds like a lot of money to you. It is not if that's the only one you have at 55. Why at 55? And katalah 20 years. From 55 onwards to 75. You take 240, you divide by 20 years. Okay. So you get per month 1,000. That's 1,000 a month. So 240 sounds like a lot of money. You don't, when you're able to have 240,000 sitting in the bank. But if you have only 240 at 55, and you have got 20 years to live, 12,000 a year, 1,000 a month, which is not a lot of money. And at 55, 56, 65, 70, you need to go to the clinic and get medical care, and so on and so forth. So, but EPF says this is the minimum that you need. Right? And many people don't have that. That's worrying. Okay. And then in September, EPF's CSO, Chief Strategy Officer, said in an interview that for people who want to retire in 20 to 30 years' time, they will need about $1 million to retire. Wow, again, how can I ever get that? But that's a minimum. And before you say, wow, go back and use your Excel. You know how to use Excel. 20 to 30 years from now, you impute inflation, say 3%. Today, 30 years. What is the value of a million? It's not going to be a million. Less, right? 30 years. And then you see that is the minimum you need. In KL, okay, you nak balik Alustar, 480,000. That's the cheapest place you can retire. Yeah, it's not here. So this relates to the cost of living issue and everything else. And the 1 million is the bare minimum according to EPF, the Chief Strategy Officer. So the question then is, how do you then accumulate 1 million ringgit in 30 years? 30 years, I guess 55 minus 30 is 25, which is probably, maybe the audience here is slightly younger than 25, but that's about your horizon, about 30 plus, right? So how do you achieve that? So if you read the book Think and Grow Rich or The Billionaire Next Door and those kind of books, which I highly recommend, many books like that. The general advice is how do you become rich, how do you retire, is to spend less than you earn and invest the difference in something that will appreciate in value and or they can provide you with an income. Right? That is the of course you can also marry someone rich or hope to have rich parents, but by now you would know whether your parents are rich or not. By now, right? So that's not something you can change. marrying someone rich, maybe still, most of you. So, but besides those things, the rest of us have to spend less than you earn. So you have a balance, and the balance you save and invest. So it's pretty hard to invest if you don't save. It's pretty hard to save if you spend more than you earn. So it's a very simple mathematics equation. But that is it. And that is financial literacy. And that is very important. A lot of people go bankrupt young. How? Why? How can people go bankrupt so early in their life? What a waste of potential. Credit card loans, credit cards that charge 18%, 24% per annum. So that's like borrowing from, let's say, the rundown credit card companies, but that's what they charge, right? So financial literacy, knowing what we're paying for, and the previous panel speakers have spoken about rumah. Is it a good thing to buy? Is it a bad thing to buy? Like most things in life, it depends. There's some sense in buying a house. Your parents will say, beli rumah. But there are also terms and conditions around it. Bila you beli, rumah apa you beli. What is your earning capacity? Is it the right time? What does it entail? Some of the data, you don't just look at the monthly installment or the monthly installment is 1,000. You can have 1,000 to go. There are other things surrounding the car ownership that people conveniently forget because they fall in love. And people buy cars, people decide based on emotion, right? We all buy based on emotion, right? Whether it's a car, for the guys mostly, handbag, maybe shoes for the ladies. If you can dapat 95% ladies, so maybe more shoes, more handbags, less cars, right? Okay. So again, you don't go back and do an Excel sheet if you buy the handbag. I don't think guys don't do an Excel sheet before buying a car. They do, tapi dia tumpah the formula tu. Alamak, tak boleh, tapi tak apalah, takkan lah. So dia bagi muat juga. Ada orang cakap lah. But we all fall in love with big shiny things, right? Big shiny things. So that's the danger. So so you need to, as you said, invest. But then to invest, we need knowledge, right? Is investment risky? Yes. It's not. It depends. The more you know, the less risky something is. But if I fear and risk is something, there's more fear, there's more risk, but we have less knowledge. Kita tak tahu, bahaya lah, takut. The more you know, the more familiar you are, the more comfortable you are with whatever the investment is in trust, property, Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin dangerous? Maybe yes, maybe no. Depends. If you're going to put your whole life savings in there, probably not a good idea. To put in 1% of your net worth, why not? Fear of missing out, kan? FOMO. 1% tak apa lah. If RM100 tak RM1, habis RM1 tak apa lah. Masuk RM1,000 kan, RM100,000. Kan? So, and are we knowledgeable as a society? So I refer to a study done by Financial Capability and Inclusion Demand Side Survey 2018 that says that the financial literacy of Malaysians is still very low, a lot of room for improvement. I guess we don't learn about personal finance in school or in college. So the level of financial knowledge, saving and budgeting, whether we're ready for unexpected life events, planning for retirement, really shows still a lot of gaps. So what have we learned so far? We've learned so far that most people don't have enough in savings. Most people don't have enough to retire. Very worrying. So, and how do we spend? What's our spending pattern, right? So next we look at data. Do people spend less or people spend more now compared to last few years? Sorry, no prizes, sorry for the funding. So that objective kita tak boleh lah, yes or no, so not fair. So if you look at data kan, because you have to look at data, that tengok based on observation boleh juga lah. Tengok lah, complex kan, bawa plastic bag tu, pergi makan kan. Malaysia is now seeing record spending. Record spending kan. I read out a few data. Sales value of wholesale and retail trade, 134 billion in September, the growth of 24% year on year, 24% growth. Motor vehicles up by 51%, retail 30%, wholesale trade by 13%. And spending has been on the rise since January. You could say last 2 years was very low, right? Pandemic. So this is what you call the low base effect lah. When the base is low, any increase is high, right? Because it's a low base, right? So it's a low base effect. And you look at some statistics again, our consumer spending per capita over the last 10 years before pandemic, that means you take 2009 to 2019, grew by 72%. That's typical year-on-year, the 10-year growth, 72%. There was a dip in 2020, pandemic, of course. But the point is, every year we spend more in aggregate. We spend more in aggregate. And this is not a Malaysian phenomenon. In ASEAN, it's the same. Thailand, Indonesia are also experiencing record consumer spending. So people are spending. So when you see people in shopping complexes, makan, Starbucks, all that, it is true. That is not an aberration. It is true that people are spending. Why? Why it depends, right? Again, everyone is different. Maybe you don't have that much money, but you just feel that you need to pick me up and go to Starbucks. Right? Go there once a year and then you pick up at the statistic as a wine to Starbucks. I don't know, every week. I don't know about come to Starbucks and therefore get a 2 discount, and therefore there is an ROI there because the cost 60 ringgit, and therefore 30 kali pergi, there's payback, right? So everyone is different, right? But there are at least two factors driving consumer spending. One is lower unemployment. So did you know that our employment in October is 3.6%? And it's lower than the 5.3% in May of last year. So we have fewer people unemployed. That means there is more spending power. More people are working, right? 2% difference times the base that you have. There's a lot of people. So there's simply a lot more people around yang ada gaji, right? So that contributes to more spending. Now, people may be complaining, gaji tak naik, tapi data shows that wages are rising as well, right? So this year, according to MACFEA study, Malaysian Employers Federation, released last month, this year 93% of employers gave increments to staff, compared to 65% of employers last year. So more people are working, have jobs, and they have more money. How much more money? The survey says about 5.26. If you're an executive, 5.35, or you're not an executive. Small difference. But the point is, more people have jobs. The people who have jobs are getting increments. More people are getting increments, and they're getting about 5% increase. Of course, then there's the rising cost of living. So if you get 5% increase, if everything goes up by 5%, and then you are still, as apa namanya, Prof cakap tadi, your station in life sama lah. You are still there kan, nampak macam kan, gaji 1,000 kan, tambah 5%, 20, tapi harga barang pun naik 5% juga, walaupun dapat duit banyak, tapi benda semua dah naik by 5%. So in real terms, what economists call, so people in the kuliah in Puncak Alam will know what real terms can be. You're still at status quo lah, you're still at parity kan, tak berganjak. So the trick, of course, is to grow your income in excess of the inflation lah. So inflation is 3%, say roughly, you need to grow your income and net worth by in excess of that. Right? Okay, so you can beat those numbers. So so you see that more people have jobs, they're getting the increments, and there's not spending. So when there's not spending, what is the concern? The concern is that people will overspend. Come back to the basic issue again, spending more than you earn, which is a huge no-no. And then you call it responsible consumerism, right? When we have bad habits of just spending more than you earn, taking on loans that you can afford to pay, and forgetting that when you take a housing loan, it's not for 3 years or 5 years. Not like a car, housing loan can 15, 20, until the age of 70, sometimes maybe. So you're committing today based on your Excel sheet and based on your keinginan and based on all the advice around you, committing yourself to a 30-year program, 25-year program. Right? Kita beli kereta yang 5 tahun, 7 tahun tu pun, tahun 2 dah menyampah ya Allah, kereta ni besar aku beli. And, you know, it looked nice in that YouTube video when your friend was giving you a ride, it was worth it to spend at that time. Before you had it lah, before you had it looked like it was worthwhile to buy a Honda City. Tak pakai 2-3 tahun, kan? There's a new car coming out, besar. So, you know, financial commitments are long term. Right? Decisions that we make are quite immediate. So, buy stuff, right? We all are attracted to big shiny things, and that is what we are as human beings. So, there's acknowledgement of this fact, and therefore discipline. Right? Okay. So all this leads to why financial literacy is so very important. That people don't just get into debt and commit themselves long term to something that they were not aware at the start, or tak apa kisah person. Okay. So so what do we do as banks? So as banks, we have an obligation, a moral obligation, a religious obligation. We are a funding bank, so we are driven by Sharia principles. We are driven by SDG principles. We are driven by SDG Sustainable Development Goals. Driven by VBI, which is the Islamic version of the Western concept of ESG and SDG, which is value-based intimidation. So we must make sure that what we offer is not just profits the bank, but we must make sure that the products are suitable for the audience, for the market, and that we are responsible. We are responsible in providing financing to people, right? And people must be aware what they are getting themselves into. And that's where banks like us, financial markets, have to think more long-term, more inclusive, not on away from short-termism, so that we can get customers who are able to, so that the business becomes sustainable, right? So that you can help your customers grow and be more financially independent, so that they can then improve. And of course, when their livelihoods improve, then the whole system works, right? Including the financial markets. So, okay, thank you. So that's my countdown to. We haven't even gotten to the quiz, but so what do we do? We try to make it easy for people to open a savings account. It's very important. We try to offer high rates. This is not a promo, but I think we offer 5-6% savings account, which is ridiculously high. I don't know how we make money, so it's rapid and we do this, and we also big on digital. We spend a couple of $100 million a year to digitize our operations, to make sure that we can reach, because that's one of the ways to reach the underserved. If you are away from the physical bank branches, Sabah and Sarawak in particular, even Selangor, digital helps the bank to reach customers, helps customers to reach the banks, right? And we we, like other banks, run responsible financial literacy programs. So it's important that people know what financial planning is, and the younger set, you've got your whole lives ahead of you. You may sometimes admire the older people who seem to have done better in life, in their careers. But here's a secret: the older generation admire the position you are in. How we wish at when we were in college, university, and in our early 20s, we had made better decisions, including better financial decisions, right? And how you can again go on an online calculator and say, if you just save 100 ringgit a month, if you save 250 50 ringgit every year, you can see the magic of compound interest, and you can reach that magic number just by doing something so simple. So you have the end set, you really have your life ahead of you, right? And that's something that money can't buy, right? So those are the main things, right? That I need to share, and I urge participants in the conference to take full advantage of the opportunity. You've got some wonderful speakers, very experienced professors. I think I became cleverer just by sitting among your professors today. I feel suddenly I become cleverer because I was a professor, so macam dia rub off juga kan. And you guys have the professors here, so that's what I tell my kids as well, for students. Please learn as much as you can. I was not a good student, but saya tak nak dekat dengan cikgu, tengok muka nanti dia ada assignment belum. But you need to perah and get as much as you can from your professors. They're very experienced and gone through life, and there's a ton of things to learn from them. So and I urge everyone to participate and brainstorm and share ideas and experiences, so that from this conference you can spark some discussion, some plans, to maybe a roadmap that leads to something better for you, for friends, for families, for the community at large here, and because we've got participants from all over the world, elsewhere as well. So with that, I wish you the conference well. Hope you get a full discussion going. And thank you very much for having MASB Bank share with you a little bit about what we do and what we can help. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much for your little wisdom, Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Azlan bin Shahrim. The next session with MBSB Bank Berhad will focus on family financial planning. And for this, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha, Mr. Muhammad Nazir bin Abu Bakar, Head Wealth Management, MBSB Bank Berhad. Please, Mr. Muhammad Nazir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia, Associate Professor Dr. Arif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation. Yang berbahagia, Professor Dr. Mahariza Hashim, President of Nation Consumer and Family Economic Association. Yang berbahagia, Professor Dr. Farida Haji Hassan, Advisor of Nation Consumer Family Economic Association. And my Chief, Dato' Azlan bin Shariman, our Chief Strategy Officer. And these colleagues, and also ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for having us here. So I'm not talking about family planning here. Right? So panjang cerita kan. So what we're talking about is more on to introduce a really basic on the MBSB Bank. I think my presentation will be short because Dr. Azra pun dah terang banyak lah about the MBSB Bank. So basically we have 47 branches. 47 branches nationwide. We are small, but we are progressing very well. As what Dato' Azlan said, that we need to embrace the competition society to make sure with financial literacy and etc. Right? Eddie.
Oh, tapi.
Okay, just introduction. So we are full-fledged Islamic Bank in Malaysia, pembuat syariah compliance yang Dato' Azlan dah bagi tahu tadi. And then our vision is to be the top progressive Islamic bank. So we are small, but it will encourage us to make sure that step by step we meet our vision to make sure we are progressive enough to serve the consumer. The bank aims to bring positive and sustainable impact to the economic, community and the environment. So it's not about the profit. That's why Dato' Azlan said is we also have guided by Bank Negara and a lot of association to make sure whatever product and services that we offer to the community will be the ever best to make a positive impact to the community. MASB Bank, through its digital capabilities, offer industry standard online products such as virtual branch, mobile banking, whereas e-wallet is the first Sharia compliant e-wallet. Okay, tuan-tuan, kalau lepas ni at any time you can go to our website and you boleh subscribe ke tadi e-wallet. Dr. Amirul dah ada dah kita punya e-wallet. E-wallet kita tak perlu pergi dekat branches. You don't need to go to the branches. You just open e-wallet. On the spot, you will become of our customer on the e-wallet. On the online products, you can apply our saving and also personal financing via online. Even kalau ni you boleh refer kepada saudara dan sebagainya. And of course, now we are banked under the Islamic Financial Services Act 2003. So banyak yang tak berapa familiar MBSB ni apa kan. So I think kita tuan-tuan dan puan-puan share with friends. MBSB now is a bank. Last 4 years kita masih lagi bawah not really 100% bank lah. Kita cuma financial institution ni. Now we are 100% bank selari dengan bank-bank komersial yang lain. Okay, before I go to the product, it's very simple. Okay, siapa umur 20 hingga 30 angkat tangan? 20 hingga 30 So just ni kita because it's very interesting bila nampak Prof Faridah dengan Prof Ahmad talking about consumer dan sebagainya. So this is what we really we say like macam yang Dato' Azlan cuba cakap, umur 20 ke 30 ni basically very low saving. Nak beli kereta, iPhone 14, whatever it is. And you nak beli semua benda. But it's better because masa tu is you're talking about career building, young graduate, just married, first home buyer. I think that's okay. But that's what Professor Ahmad kata, make sure kita plan lah. You can buy a house, but you need to have a plan to make sure kita tak terperangkap dengan ekonomi punya isu. So umur 20 to 30, this is the event yang semua orang akan dapat. Pada umur 30 to 40s, you have mortgage loan, you have parenting. So you have to see ada children, ada anak dan sebagainya. So masa tu mungkin saving dah okay, you start accumulate you punya duit 30 to 40s. And then when come to pre-retirement, you have child education retirement. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan semua, this is the circle of life. Whether you like it or not, kita akan tempuh. Yang hidup akan mati, yang sihat akan sakit, yang muda akan tua. So this is circle of life. Whether you like it or not, this is the table yang mine is under head of wealth management. Kita perlu tahu pasal ni, because we need to create a product which is meet the customer punya needs. So under retirement, so masa tu income akan kurang, kemudian kita akan banyak retirement yang long term healthcare. So bila kita work, we have our provider, takaful provider and so on. MBSB Bank, as you know, kita baru lepas buat launching dengan takaful ikhlas. So we are looking also develop sama-sama lah product along the way to make sure the product is really fit to the consumer.
So bila sampai macam ni, asset, this is where the unit, kalau tengok situ, income akan naik, lepas tu dia akan turun. Dan at the end, you still need takaful any part of life. So based on kita punya research on the takaful punya ni, orang yang subscribe takaful masih lagi between 40 to 50%. Even kita ada banyak takaful company, but still lagi people put the takaful or insurance is the lowest. Benda yang nak bayar lah. So this is how we design this life stage. Betul tak macam ni? Yang umur 30-40 ada tak?
Ada.
Oh, semuanya muda lagi ya. Semua pun sampai sini baru. So yang tak sampai, muka yang depan yang kita je. Tak sampai diskusi lah. Okay. So this is how it works. So when MASP design the product, we have to make sure, as what the President said, we have to make sure the product is really fit to the customer. So we don't want that the product jadi white elephant. So nobody really buy it, nobody get benefit of it. At the end, there be a waste of resources, right? So the challenges. So saya tak nampak Dato' Azlan punya speech tadi, tapi sama lebih kurang. So ini sama juga dengan Prof cakap pasal financial literacy. And so all these things the same is bottom line is financial literacy. So it's very important, kalau tak ada kawan dekat sini, beritahu mereka. It's very important to have financial planning, very important to have budgeting, very important to have saving element. Whether you know debit and credit, you have to know bad loan versus good loan. The financial literacy is very, very important. Yang kita tak belajar masa dekat sekolah. Even dekat universiti pun kita tak belajar how to save money and how to go about it. Kan? So this is where the challenges yang kita fikir on the financial literacy. Even when we made the bank negara, even FBM, this is really the issue. That's why saving masih tak cukup 240,000, 6 million macam Dato' Azlan kata, masih lagi tak cukup 10,000. That's a scary. It means that kita hidup dan mungkin tak ada duit untuk makan the next day. So we don't want to face that. Sekarang mesti okay lah. Tapi once you face it, that besok tak ada apa nak makan, there will be a challenge. So I think kita sebagai all these university alumni dekat sini, I think you have to make sure we educate people and we educate ourselves towards this. This is the challenges financial literacy. Even the government buat macam mana pun, this is about us. It's not about how much money that you have. The most important how we use the money. Second is poor saving habit. Banyak sebenarnya. Masuk dalam tabung, kemudian pecah tabung balik. Beli tabung baru, penuh dah tabung, buka lagi tabung balik. Dengan harapan tabung tu akan bertambah. Rupanya tabung yang sama. Cuma muka tabung tu dah lain. So I think we have a good intention, but we don't have consistency. Tak consistent. No, you me. I think we learn along the way. So consistent is very important. So please, kalau kita ada good saving habit, because when you save, you don't mess with the rest. So kalau kita dapat gaji 3,000, kita save 1,000, you don't mess the rest 3,000. You just mess with 2,000. The 1,000 you put me. Oh, that's the saving habit. Dan ada higher cost of living. Ini macam Prof Aida cakap, Prof Ahmad cakap, higher cost of living. Actually higher cost of living, of course. Tapi if you talk about it, but nothing we do because macam kita cakap, Starbucks masih penuh, McDonald's masih penuh. What it means? It means we don't care. The higher cost of living sometimes is because of us. So I think we try to see how best that we can do this. Macam yang Prof Aida cakap itu baguslah, tak makan McDonald's seminggu boleh tak? Murah McDonald's the next day. Atau dia buat campaign pula, beli 2 dapat 1, sama juga. So I think we have to have that. Inadequate retirement saving, macam Dato' Azlan kata, memang I think we meet the EPF. We meet EPF, they really want to work with few banks or only us or us. How to make sure that we get 240,000 minimum. Tapi yang baru ni Dato' Azlan kata 1 million. Macam mana kita nak tolong? I think the bank punya, the good thing about Bank Negara is they work with all the banks to make sure how can we achieve this together. So this is inadequate retirement saving.
Okay, this is why that we when the bank, MASB Bank design the product, we have this basic financial protection, well financial protection, well financial distribution. The rest will be all about the product. Just this is overview. You boleh tengok di dekat website je. Tapi just want to get to know this. Okay, this is the product that we have on the MASB Bank in the world: deposit, personal financing, property financing, fund transfer, accessory. Ini nak bagi introduction. Because tak semua tahu apa itu MASB Bank. But this is a basic offering yang kita buat. Okay, kita ada e-wallet. So e-wallet, only MASB Bank ada e-wallet yang you tak perlu pergi ke branches. You buka website sekarang, you buka app sekarang pun you dah ada e-wallet MASB. You can just install and then you boleh join now. And then untuk SME, Business Financing Advisory, Fund Transfer and Self-Service Banking. So we have SME and Corporation. We have larger institutions. So sampai trade finance pun kita buat. So we are a lot in terms of offering to the customer. Deposit. Ni tuan-tuan boleh tengok, ini kita punya produk-produk deposit yang kita ada. Ni macam we have to specialize macam Ciki untuk budak-budak. So yang lain tu adalah untuk objektif masing-masing. Ini semua current account. Yang kita ada macam-macam current account. That's why when we do a product, kita tak buat produk satu untuk semua. So boleh pilih produk-produk apa yang sesuai untuk tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Term deposit, term deposit macam saya kata lagi, kita punya banyak lah dia punya interest. So kita ada campaign dekat sini. Ini salah satu sekali. Saya untuk ajaran kita, salah satu sekali adalah untuk boleh cari partner untuk kahwin yang kaya dan sebagainya. Ada lagi option lain. Option dia very simple. Masuk duit regularly dekat MASB Bank. The good thing is, ini adalah kereta idaman anda yang mungkin anda akan dapat without satu single cents pun hilang. And the good thing about join dekat MASB ni, because base kita masih small. So kalau tuan-tuan dah masuk, chances very high akan menang lah. Compare dengan bank lain. Chances tu. So yang ini kita akan ada sampai 31st May. So siapa nak iPhone, siapa nak ni, insyaAllah. So but just saving consistently lah. This is untuk menarik apa ramai orang untuk saving dengan kita. So kita bagi hadiah 2.4 million. Up to 2.4 million kita ada subscribe ni. I think we have a good campaign for the past few years here. That's why kita continue. Siapa suka kereta Merc ni, angkat tangan. Oh, ada orang suka. Siapa suka BMW? Itu kita dah lepas tahun lepas. Tapi kalau banyak kita buka lagi nanti. Lepas Mac. So kita tukar-tukar kereta. Kita tengok kereta mana yang paling power. Alright. So ini kita ada term deposit booster campaign 6.35%. Ini boleh terang lah. Kita ada tim kita dekat sini. Yang ini untuk siapa yang ada duit boleh. Dia booster campaign yang kita boleh buat. Bundle your term deposit, private CASA and enjoy higher returns. Ini pun banyak. Kita sekarang dah ada buat weekend banking. Nanti kita dah buat weekend banking. So we have a very good tenang of weekend banking. Dan siapa minat bola World Cup? So siapa minat bola World Cup, kita baru buat this Saturday. This coming apa? This coming Friday dekat Product Visa. You all boleh dapat ni signature jersey Lionel Messi ya. Yang hari tu kita bagi berapa orang? Ronaldo ini semua siap sign tau. So you pergi dekat website kita, you pergi sana, you tendang bola, masuk tak masuk. Dia masuk je kan. Register je, tak payah masuk pun tak apa. Diorang dapat hadiah. So you go to kita punya IG, you can see ada orang dah menang. So please, kita ada lagi peluang situ. Siapa yang minat bola, tak minat bola tapi kalau minat jersey tu free pun boleh datang. Dan satu lagi event kita ada dekat Putrajaya, Paystock, Saturday Sunday ni nampak. Menang bicycle lagi. So tak apa, alang-alang kita nak pergilah dekat MASB, mana tahu. Nasib orang Saya sampai sekarang tak dapat lagi apa jersey. Tapi tu pasal nak promote jugalah. Kita boleh lah. Kita kena pergi jumpa Messi terus lah. Okay. Alright. So this is what we got. What I mean is we have a lot of activity. Feel free masuk kita punya website. A lot of activity kat situ because we are small. So we are active enough to be with the customer.
Okay, ni financing lah. Dengan financing kita punya product is based on mostly on the government sector.
Pada siapa yang lepas ni kerja dekat government dan sebagainya, you have a very good insisting punya rate that we give.
It's very a good loan.
Because dia punya rate dia very low.
Right?
So
this is property financing. Ni macam yang ni yang minat ni
Prof Amal tadi lah.
Minat pasal mortgage ni. So I think what we do, kita ada standard home, kita ada ultimate home financing, kita ada my first home. Siapa yang orang-orang baru masuk pun ada. Dan kita ada yang terbaru, kita ada work dengan LJKP. I mean kalau dia tak ada fixed income pun, dia tak ada fixed income, tak ada slip pun dia boleh apply sekarang. So kita work dengan LJKP. This is how that we work. But you have to plan lah
Untuk beli this product. So semua produk yang kita ada, we fit in into the customer punya apa tu needs and wants lah, on this property financing. Siapa yang minat nak beli property? Nak beli property? Atau bapak dah beli dah ni? Parents dah beli dah ni? Okay. Tak apa, this is for your knowledge and share with others. So untuk wealth management, you bisa under me. Of course, kita buat, we have a protection, we also have investment, we have also estate management. So on wealth management, number one, we focus on protection. That mean protection mean kalau kita masih hidup, selama ni kita anak kita makan 4 kali McDonald's satu minggu. Kalau kita mati, how to make sure anak kita makan lagi 4 kali seminggu. So this is how the protection works. We have to make sure whatever that kalau kita gaji 6,000, dan kalau kita meninggal, macam mana 6,000 tu boleh kepada anak kita. So this is how the protection. And the investment side, macam mana duit RM1, duit RM10 boleh jadi RM12. Ataupun duit RM50 macam mana boleh jadi RM100. So this is also on the investment side. On the estate management side, what we do is on the rewriting. So sekarang ni kita tengok ada berbilion, berjuta-juta dekat amanah raya. Because they don't have that. But the best selling product dekat kita punya sekarang ni adalah rewriting. Because banyak orang dah sedar kalau dia pergi, something wrong about dia punya asset. You can get a million, tapi kalau you tak buat rewriting ni, maybe anak you tak ada duit the next day because dia tak settlekan dia punya rewriting. So this is something, 3 segment yang kita buat on the web management side. I think that's all untuk MBHB Bank, which is thank you for having us, Dr. Amirul. So get to know more about our product and services dekat kita punya counter. Feel free, ada banyak ajar. Tu Cik Mazlan dia kata tu. Cik Mazlan kita punya regional manager, Toki lah dekat Bodi Selangor KL, dan kita punya head of deposit kat sini, on the central side. Alright, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Nazir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now partake in the exchange of memento between FBM UiTM and MACFEA with MBSB Bank. For this exchange, I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Associate Professor Dr. Amirul Afif Muhammad, the Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation, Faculty of Business and Management, to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Dr. Azlan bin Shahrim, Chief Strategy Officer, MBSB Bank Berhad. Professor Dr. Azlan, please remain on the stage. Next, I would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Professor Dr. Ahmad Harizal Hashim, President, the Malaysian Consumer and Family Economics Association, to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Dr. Azlan bin Shahrim, Chief Strategy Officer, MBSB Bank Berhad. Thank you, distinguished guests. We would now like to invite you back to your seat. We have now come to the end of this ceremony. We are most delighted to have all of you join us for this memorable event. If fate allows, we will meet again in future events. Before you tune in to the conference parallel sessions for the day, please join us for lunch at level 5. For your information, the next session will commence at 1 p.m. Thank you and take care.